Hey everybody, Medium Brandon Russ, and let's talk about Sagittarius season. What is Sagittarius season, you ask? Well, from about November 22nd, give or take a few minutes into there, to about December 21st, we are in what is known as Sagittarius season. Now, astrologically, what's going on during this time is representative in the ninth house. It is also represented by the planet Jupiter, which is about expansion. And of course, the ninth house is about education, understanding the world around you, travel, and all that other good stuff. So when it comes to Sagittarius season, overall, the energy is going to be about expansion, about expanding your mind, about education, about realizing that things are coming into focus, or curiosity is going to run the roost. It's great when you think about it because politically, we could use a little uncovering, don't you think? Personally, though, you need to recognize that you are a truth-seeking species. If not, you wouldn't have made it this far into this video. As much as we're a socially bound species, we're evolving and we're becoming a truth-seeking species. So our natural curiosity is taking over. It's becoming the driving force as to why we are who we are. Let's take a look at each one of the signs. I'm going to pull a couple of 3 cards here. I'm going to use the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, and then I'm going to use the Leo Marchetti Royale. Haven't brought this one out in a little while. Felt like it was a good thing to use with that. I know you like some of the other decks that I use, so tune into my Shuffle Up and Heels. I typically do them either Tuesday or Wednesday nights every week, depending upon my schedule and so forth and so on, but I love to be able to read you and connect with you. And if you can do this one favor for me, like and subscribe right now before we even get started. You can also check out the timestamps below if you want to fast forward to your sign or rising sign. Don't forget that both of them are applicable here because we're talking about tarot and the overall energy that you may possess in your astrological chart. All right, guys. So first things first. Let's have a little bit of time. By the way, oh, look at this. Look at this split screen love. I'm going to move over here so that it's not in my face. I'm horrible at this, but I'm great at it all at the same time. And then we're also going to take. Can we do a little bit of? Can we spend a little budget here? Oh. It's Aries. Fantastic. So here we go. I have been sitting here doing a little meditation, focusing in on the cards. These are going to go fast and furious. By the way, if you think that you're going to be sitting around for the next 2 hours of me turning over cards, you're out of your mind. My over-under on this is about 22 minutes, just to let you know. Here we go. We've already done the shuffle up, and here we go. Oh. Hey, Aries, how about an Aries card for your Sagittarius season? By the way, your like-mindedness here is that you're both a fire sign. However, Aries, you tend to look at it as in like, can't we just do this already? Can we do the thing? Can we go ahead and do the thing? And by the way, you have a tendency of saying to Sagittarius, like, where are you going? What are you doing? How are you doing this? Where are you going? Your energy comes in to try and focus and ground, and it's no surprise that the Emperor comes out first and foremost. And then we are reminded that it is a journey. Oh, is it ever? The Six of Swords comes out to remind you that you are on your journey. Aries, this is a great time for you because you're going to embrace the fire sign and the fire energy. And by the way, this is a time for you not to boast about it. This isn't a time for being boastful and being external about it. This is a time to kind of bring it in. Now, let's talk about oh yeah, you are perfectly happy this time of the season. Yeah, the Ten of Cups comes out, covers the Emperor, basically saying, I'm kind of happy being right. Am I right or am I right? Right? And then you come into this, and by the way, this is kind of an embattled conversation where the Six of Swords is really kind of it's just a journey. It's not good, it's not bad, but you approach it like a fire sign, Aries, and you're going, hey, I'm going to conquer this. Can't make this stuff up. 3 of Pentacles along with the 3 of Pentacles. This read right here is telling you to shut up, do your work yourself, and get it done. Your passions, your loves, the people that you care about. This isn't about being external. When you get the 3 of Pentacles, not once, but twice, this is about you doing the groundwork that you need. Be ready to heal there, Aries. And by the way, keep up the good work. I see you. All right. I told you I ain't wasting time on this. Next up is Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Hi, how are you? I'm about to make it about you. You're like, enough of this Aries crap. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Taurus, as an earth sign, you are going to naturally kind of say, are you sure about that, with the mutable Sagittarius time frame. But this is when you get contemplated. This is when you get really kind of low and grounded. During the Sagittarius season, or really any mutable season, Taurus kind of go internal. They kind of go, huh. And by the way, the 2 of Wands right here speaks to that. You know why it speaks to it? It speaks to it because you have to figure out where you're going with things. You're getting ready for next year. What am I going to do? What am I going to conquer? Where am I going to look beautiful next? And then, and only then, are you going to externalize this and be like, hey, your life review currently, Taurus, is like, I ain't got it so bad. You know what? I had to make some decisions. I have to look at this in a new way. Maybe this is you expanding in a way that's not just about you. Cannot make this up, guys. Two of Wands on the Two of Wands. What are the tough decisions that you've made, Taurus? Or maybe you're right in the middle of one. This is an important time for you to be contemplative, deciding. Maybe you're leaving a job. Maybe you're leaving a person. Regardless of where you're at in all of this, utilize that mutable energy where you're like, I see the old ways. I want to be able to do it differently and in a different direction, because the Fool card is about self-love. You've got to do what's right for you. The Queen of Cups comes out here with the Fool card. Let me tell you something. This is about a new journey with you kicking ass and taking names. And Taurus, I'm not going to give you a lecture here. Here's the Strength card on top of your Nine of Cups. Nothing but happiness, nothing but love. Taurus, it's okay to make it about you, but you also have to learn as you go. Have you been a little too selfish? Have you made it a little bit too much about yourself? You might have felt guilty about it, but now is your time to reconcile it and say, this is the right tone for me moving forward. I love this read for you, Taurus. I know too many of you Tauranians that are going through this right now. And guess what? This is a time for you to kind of self-forgive, make your choice to be happy, and keep going. Love it. Love it. Love it. Gemini. Does that mean you have like a sister? Is that what you're going on? There's two of you all the time? I don't know what that is. Anyways, Gemini, here we go. Along with your mutable energied friend here, you're actually in opposition of Sagittarius. So some of the challenges that might come out, this is the most challenging mutable position for you because it is actually going to transit. Those of you that are a Gemini sun sign, the sun will move through Sagittarius at some point at your nadir, which means your opposition of your sun. So you're going to feel a little bit slowed down a little bit, which means that you might not want to go out. You might not want to do all the things. You're like, I don't know, I'm not a holiday person. It's not that you're not a holiday person. You just don't want to deal, right? Sometimes you just don't want to people. Well, guess what? The Two of Swords comes out, meaning that you are going to be highfalutin. By the way, just in case you're wondering at home, the Two of Swords is the first of the Gemini cards. So guess what? This is about you getting back to your true nature. You're also going to kind of hold close to the vest. What did I just talk about? This isn't about not liking the holidays. This is about you saying, I don't want to people today. And that's okay, because guess what? You're going to take the higher ground. This is avoiding conflict by taking the higher ground so then you don't have to argue. I'm not talking about politics, but this is about you being in your truth. Guess what? The Hierophant comes out over this Two of Swords. Again, I can't say this enough. You're going to choose the higher ground. You're going to do this in a way that's going to be satisfying to you. And by the way, this is a time for you to realize that, you know what, I'm going to be close to the vest, and a loss is a loss is a loss. I'm just going to move on from it. That doesn't mean that it didn't hurt. It just means that you have the perspective now to be able to move on. And the seventh, oh yeah, here we go. If this is a relationship-based thing for you, guess what? Every little thing is going to be all right. Now, what are you doing on New Year's Eve? I don't know, but here it is. The Knight of Cups comes out to let you know that there's going to be a new passion, a new direction, and a new change for you that's not going to allow you to sit on your laurels. So this is your time to kind of look at it for a second and say, perspective, perspective, perspective. Great time for you, Gemini. Even though you're not feeling it right now, it is something that you're going to want to do. You're going to want to be engaged with, and you're going to want to do it into the new year. I really like that reading for you. Cancerians, don't get all crabby on me. This is a time of the year of friends and family and get-together. It's screaming fourth house. It's just kind of like, I'll bring the peanut brittle. Well, let me tell you something else. You just want to welcome the world in. You're all about the cycles. You're all about the accomplishments. So this is about review. This is about the denouement. This is about you going January through December. You're kicking ass and taking names. And, oh my gosh, how about a fixed sign and then a double down on the earth stuff here? The Ten of Pentacles. You're really kind of like, it's not so bad, guys. I kind of did the right thing. I kind of went the right way. But true to form, I might as well pull out your Cancerian card here. You're going to be in your true nature, your true glory. The Four of Cups is the FOMO card, but it's also the Cancerian card of recognizing that you're always going to want more. It's true design. It's true design work. You want to be able to want more parties and want more family, and you don't want it to end. You're going to see the cousins and say, you know what, we're going to see each other more than once a year. No, you're not. But you're going to talk about it, and that's what that Four of Cups is, right? So here we go. King of Cups out of the gate. This is about a strong patriarchy, not that kind, but somebody where it's like, hey, Dad, I miss you. Hey, Dad, I know that you really kind of set the tone here for us, and it's about loving and everything else. You've got some new traditions coming in. The Six of Cups hits the Ten of Pentacles, which is like, yeah, sure, we'll try that new thing. I don't really care. Maybe it's as simple as a recipe, or maybe it's just kind of the idea that you don't have to worry about the other people that are there and that they're going to bring the ideas or the newness or the whatever. Maybe this is a new person into the family. Maybe this is a new business idea. Maybe this is a new job. There's a lot of translations here with this that is just kick ass and take names. All right, Cancer. And then, of course, you get the Ace of Pentacles. Ding, 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 ding. How do you like that one? The Ace of Pentacles comes out when you have really, at the end of the day, have to be happy with where you're at. This isn't about arguing. This isn't about telling people that you're kind of like a, hey, I'm the best, I'm number one, and money, money, money. No. It's about a practical value system that's going to allow you to thrive in the new year. I love this. Sagittarius season's really good for you here. Cancerian. Leo's coming in like a roar. Coming in like a lion. Oh. How about some fixed energy here? Leo's, this is kind of a fun place for you because you just don't know what to do with it. You would think this time of the year is just like, what do you mean it's about me? Who's the guy in the red suit? Huh? Leos, take a deep breath in because this is a good time for you to play your role, to be the person that you're supposed to be to the people around you. And by the way, keep your eyes shut and your mouth closed and just feel it for a second. The highly intuitive Leo placements that you probably have either in the rising or in your sun sign are also leading to your intuition. This is telling you with the Eight of Swords to just trust what's going on around you. It has nothing to do with you. Whether it's politics or family rumors, nothing to do with you. Let it kind of fade away. And then, yeah, see, like I said, this is an interesting time for you. The Moon card comes out. This is a subconscious. This is things. This is you sitting back, sipping tea going, I kind of knew it. This is a great time. Mutable seasons are a great time for you to be like, I don't have to be in charge right now. I don't have to run the roost. I don't have to be the smartest one in the room. Even though you're probably not, that's not the issue. The issue is are you able to play your role? Let's take a look at the Leo Marchetti. I cannot make this crap up. 3. Wheel of Fortune with the Wheel of Fortune. This is the third card that is capped on one another. The third one. I can't make this stuff up. It's kind of freaking me out, quite frankly. And yes, I shuffled. The double down of the Wheel of Fortune is the reminder of can't stop what's coming, can't stop what's already on its way. You've got to play your role. You've got to do what you're supposed to do. And by the way, trusting your intuition is going to lead you to other options, right? The Seven of Cups is a Scorpio card, also a fixed energy that's kind of like a, I'm going to play my cards close to the vest and figure this out. The Moon and uncovering it, well then, this is just your intuitive journey. The Six of Swords comes out. Talk about that ability of you getting into your magic and being able to find your inner truth. Play your role here, Leo. You're going to have a great season here in Sagittarius. Fantastic. Moving right along. Bum, bum, da, da. And then the... And what do I mean by signs? What you're doing is squaring that energy. Too many people. Your true self, right? And guess what? The sun comes. Virgo is talking about playing your role. But guess what, Virgo? You're very important to the role of the Sagittarius. You're not being difficult for difficulty's sake. But your anxiety connected to this. You can't control other people. You can only control yourself. So remember that, Virgo, Virgo rising. And then the star card. Wow, that's powerful. You are balanced. You are the balance of the conversation. You're there for a divine reason to allow everybody to become exactly who they are in all of this. And guess what? Don't overplay your hand and everything will be wonderful. You'll kick ass and take names and be exactly who you're supposed to be. Now, let's take a look at Leo Marchetti. Yep. Take the higher ground. You're gonna get pulled into things. They're gonna be like, who's right and blah blah blah. They want to play on your at times self-righteousness, but that's not as bad as it sounds. What it sounds is that they know how to get your goat. Don't let them do it. That's what that's telling you right there. Just be you. Then of course you get the King of Pentacles along with this. The anxiety is there so that then you can conquer another soft skill. This is so you can become better at whoever it is that you are with these little challenges. You're going to see yourself kind of flying through, because I have a feeling, oh yeah, the Wounded Warrior is telling us that you've been there, done that. This is a cycle. You're willing to see past it because you've got to be you. You're really important to the Sagittarius energy right now, and you've got to shine the way you're meant to. Keep going. All right. I really hope you guys are enjoying this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit new heights with this, social media thing as well as that. You can find me over there on the TikTok. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook as well. But signing up for my website is probably the best way to stay in contact with me, because these things could change on a dime. We have changing geopolitical nature. And guess what? Not everybody agrees with what I do. It's kind of fun. That's why we're going to talk about Libra next. Can we have a little bit of balance here? Libra in Sagittarius season, by the way, this is you just have a good time. From your birthday on, in balance. You want to make sure that you keep one days you're going to be that. And hot diggity damn, how about, can I get an amen for the 3 major arcanas for you? First time we've seen this all day. Libra, you're going to kick ass and take names, and you are the standard. Don't forget that. So much so, this is you conquering something, taking a little bit of the emotion out of it. You might not have, quote, as much fun, but it's still going to be the right thing to do, and it's still going to be plenty of fun. By the way, how about the World card? The World card on the strength is kind of the, I need to be, your destiny is to be. I may or may not edit that out. But you're meant to be the balance for those around you. You got to remember that. So you can't go out clubbing for 6 days in a row. You can have a night. Guys, that's just how it goes, Libra, okay? Libra rising. Thank you so much. Scorpio. By the way, Scorpio, you tend to be a little jelly because it's not your season anymore. Take a simple, gentle, deep breath in and don't say a word. I'm not trying to be a jerk about this. I'm just trying to put you in your place. As a fixed sign, this is actually a little difficult for you because we've moved off of you. Let's take a look at the card. It's like, it's not my season anymore. The 4 of Cups is, of course, the FOMO card. This is you saying, but I want to be fun. I'm a good time. I don't really care if you come along with me. The Queen of Cups comes out here and is basically like, self-love is the basis of all love. And guess what, Scorpio? You bring it every time. But let me wrap it up with this one because I have a feeling this is a doozy. Always doing the right thing. The Hierophant comes out. You got to remember that, whether you're a teetotaler or whether you're a party animal, it's not necessarily about you dictating it to them. It is about you setting the tone for others around you. You've got to remember that you're still always going to be the confidant for other people. Scorpio, Scorpio rising, you are meant to be that connective tissue for them to have trust. Trust in humanity, trust in the world. And guess what? Get over your bitter pill, because it's just that, bitter and a pill, right? So much so, maybe you're working on that directly. Maybe you and the Knight of Pentacles is you looking at a new practical way to look at, like, okay, Sagittarius season ain't so bad, right? So much so that when you find your self-discovery, how about the Ten of Pentacles? Can't make that one up. That's a great card for that position, for the reason that you have to recognize that you are a gift. And here you go, with the Two of Swords coming out, you get to decide how you spend your energy. This isn't about having a, we're moving into a time of discernment. Scorpio, you are leading the way in discernment. You're able to look at something and say, that's full of crap. And guess what? Your dialogue and your understanding to everything is going to help set the tone for people to understand it down the road. You're going to do it through your confidentiality, through your sense of knowing, and oh, by the way, being a little bit ruthless when you need it. Awesome time for you here. And by the way, happy birthday. Get over it. Sagittarius, let's have a season. Let's go ahead and share with the Sagittarius. You know what's funny? We're missing Sagittarius. Well, Sagittarius, we're talking about you. The Six of Pentacles. This is about your balance. This is about not overdoing it. Kind of an important theme for you all the way across the board. The Knight of Wands comes out for you to approach things in a new way. And by the way, you feel renewed every single time it's your birthday. You're like, hey, it's my birthday. It's your birthday too. And then you're just thinking about the next trip, the next adventure, the next thing that you want to uncover. Whether it's a rabbit hole on YouTube until 2 o'clock in the morning, or if it's you exploring Machu Picchu because you wanted to do it, because you knew you could, that is the things that you're thinking about right now. These are the things that you're like, I'm going to get out there and I'm going to place it and I'm going to do it hard. By the way, this is a new mindset. This Six of Pentacles is the balance of not only kind of like, it's showing a fiduciary thing here, but what it's really doing is showing the balance of emotion between the energy that you have and the energy that you expend. Pentacles are also about resources. So as much as it can talk to money at any time, it's also about what do you want to look at? What do you want to do? Wow, 2 aces in a row, because the Ace of Cups comes out with the Knight of Wands. This new approach is going to put you first. It's going to allow you to kick ass and take names. And by the way, impetuous, impetuous, impetuous. Let's not have a Sagittarius card to end all Sagittarius cards. The Eight of Wands comes out, which is the first week in Sagittarius as we move into it. The Eight of Wands is about fast acting, quick moving, hasty decisions. On top of the Three of Wands, which is travel, getting out of Dodge, going somewhere. Stop me if you've heard this one before, Sagittarius, but always have a bag packed and your passport handy. You never know when the next adventure is going to bring you to wherever. And those of you Sagittarius and Sagittarius risings that don't travel a whole lot, your brain is on overload. Perhaps that short trip around the corner to see a waterfall that you've only heard about is exactly what you need. In the meantime, though, keep going. Congratulations, Sagittarius season. You know what I should do? I should do something where I just throw them off the thing, like, be gone. I won't do that to them. That's disrespectful to the cards. But Capricorns, and by the way, the first one that would yell at me about it, a Capricorn. All right, guys, Capricorn and Sagittarius. Year, that's when people get a little more serious. That's where you're like, yeah, sure, they're good at joking around, but they really like to play practical jokes. Where are we going with this? First up is a death card. How about a little change? Really kind of your sweet spot change really is. You know, by the way, 2.0, this is a new you. This isn't judgment. As much as everybody's like, it's a judgment card, this means people judging you. No, it doesn't. Okay, rookie tarot readers? Judgment is discernment. Judgment is being able to look at something and say, that doesn't work for me, but this does. And adapting it through evaluation. It's a high emotional IQ. And listen, Capricorns, I see you. cover to cover. And then, of course, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Thank you very much. This is about the abundance drive that you have here, Capricorn. And that's when you just sit there and you're like, hey, 2.0, I want to be something else. Death card along with the Lovers. Guess what this is? And by the way, some of you are going to be negative and be like, does that mean he's going to leave me? Uh-huh. You have 17 cats. That's what's going to happen. I'm only kidding. Have as many cats as you want. We love you. I know my target audience. However, what this really means is this is the end of the old way that relationships worked for you. Having the Lovers card, also known as a choice, this is a double choice situation. So you are about the evolving of letting go of the old stuff and deciding what it is that you're going to keep. The Judgment card talks about the discernment and where it is that you're going, and guess what? You are going to do it the right way. Ding, 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 ding. You're about evolving in a way where you're like, that doesn't work, but this will. By the way, it's your true nature there, Capricorn. It's the way it is that you want to work with it. I cannot believe this. I am going to lose 30,000 subscribers just in Capricorn alone, because here it is. The Death card overcomes here on the Ace of Pentacles. What does this mean? Make those changes so your abundance happens. In other words, you're not going to be behind the 8 ball anymore. You're going to get yourself in front of the 8 ball. You're not going to be sitting around wishing you were part of something. You're going to organically make yourself part of something. The Death card is so valuable here. Capricorn, this is going into your season, and guess what? You are going to evolve to what you need to. Great changes for you here at the end of the year. Woo! Can't make that up. Oh, looks like I just got a letter from the Capricorn Society. Dear Brandon, if you give us one more Death card, we will give one to you. Moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius loves Sagittarius season about as much as they love sleeping on a... The annoying thing to the Aquarian here during Sagittarius season is, why are you having so much organic and about, well, me? And by the way, Aquarian isn't necessarily self-centered or ego, but it's about, like, if I set this up the right way, everybody will be entertained. Well, different strokes for different folks, right? You take the good, you take the bad, you take them all, and there you have feeling like you're being left out in the cold. The Five of Pentacles here is really kind of like a, I don't resonate with this. First of all, Aquarian sits there and goes, what do you mean tradition? What do you mean old folklore? What do you mean stories about people that are dying and rising and being born in sheds and mangers? Aquarians have a tendency of going, oh, I don't really get it. And therefore, they feel a little misaligned during this time, and the Five of Pentacles drives it through. Pain in the ass. This is family stuff going on. Ten of Pentacles is the burden of what is. So the Ten of Pentacles reminds us here, like, you're taking on too much. But hold on a second, Aquarians. I'm going to bring you here. This is a great time for you to go internal. I love this reading. Wow, I love this reading. Hermits are about you going within. You see that light right here? Ding, 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 ding. I do my own sound effects too, and stunts. The Hermit is bringing the guiding light from within. So if it's not your jam right now, Aquarians, it's okay. Take a simple, gentle, deep breath in. Get yourself through the season and recognize that everything doesn't have to be a negative. It doesn't have to be a burden. It's a pain in the ass. It's not your favorite time. You want to be footloose and fancy-free, and I get that. Here's a couple of more cards to help along here. You've got to remember that the High Priestess comes out when we are in the mode of looking at the old ways, the old knowledge, the old understanding. I understand that you want to be able to bring this out in everybody, but that's not always what it's about. The new mindset that you're going to have is you're turning it around. If you're in a victim mentality, you're going to be the victim every time. Don't do that. Got it? Don't do that, okay, Aquarian? And guess what? The Hermit is the Fool. You're the planner. You're seeing things in the greater good of things, and you want to be able to break out and step into the garden of good. You want to step out and see the world from a new perspective. And guess what, Aquarians? No matter the pain, you always seem to land on your feet. Whether you're an Aquarius rising or an Aquarius sun, this is a bit of a difficult time for you, but not for the reasons that you think. Let them have their games. Let them have their traditions. I know you know the difference in the truth, but let it be. Just enjoy it. Got it? New adventures are coming and waiting. Do the work within. Great time. By the way, the greatest gift an Aquarian could ever give or receive is a journal. Self-reflection, everybody. Love that reading. All right, guys, we're going to bring it home. And listen, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this with a friend. Go ahead and let them know that I do these kind of fun videos. It really kind of helps me out, not only for the goals and that sort of thing, but also to get the word out there that, you know what, everything is going to be okay. I don't really care about the socio-geopolitical world. What matters is what you're doing. And by the way, that is the introduction to the age of Aquarius. Everybody's thinking, oh, you have to depend on me. And what if we don't have this? And what if we don't have that? Guess what, guys? We've got each other. Pisces, here you go. I'm sorry we're coming to the end of the age here, which is why you guys are always trying to plant a bunch of seeds, a bunch of ideas, a bunch of whatevers, and it never really comes to fruition, right? Wow, this is interesting. The 7 gets followed by the 8. This is about the Taskmaster, and let's be honest, this is actually the Christmas card. Wow, these two are actually Sagittarius. No, these are Capricorns here. But these are the way, that card, though, the 8 of Pentacles is the Christmas card. It is the first week of Capricorn. So for you, you're kind of wrapping up your practicality. You're kind of like, hey, what am I doing? Did I actually finish any of these projects? Oh, yeah, there we go. A little bit of divine love here. And by the way, what do you love? Venus rules the Empress card here, and this is about what do you love. This is encouraging you to be with great friends and family and not being afraid to do the work. It also means that you're of service. The 8 of Pentacles is actually also known as the Carpenter's card, also known as the Jesus card. It's being in service of others. So it's loving the idea that you're throwing a party, you're giving gifts, and you're really helping those that are less fortunate. Pisces, I see you from here. Can't make this up. Are you kidding me? The Empress shows up on these things that you grow. Just keep working at it. Keep working at it. If you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work, does it? And guess what? You sometimes are your own worst enemy. Self-sabotage. 10 of Swords comes up. Listen, Pisces, we are our own worst enemies. We really, really are. But you've got to remember that light and love is the only way through any of this. Of course. Pisces card, if you're born between March 1st and March 10th, the 9 of Cups speaks to you directly. That's my card, by the way. I love when this stuff works out. This is reminding you to be the life of the party. This is reminding you that you are abundant. And whether or not you're able to grow it and pick it, or whether or not you just have to keep working the clay, you're coming at it from a good place. Don't be your own worst enemy. Be ready to share. Be ready to share in abundance. That is what Sagittarius season is for you. And guess what? You are an amazing soul to help others through this time as well. I'll tell you guys, I love doing this work. I love being able to do these card reads. I love being able to connect with everybody one way or the other with the work that you're meant to do. I want to wish you guys a great holiday season. For those of you that celebrate whatever it is, there are over 15 holidays between our Thanksgiving in the U.S. and New Year's. Let's appreciate everybody's walk of life. Let's appreciate the fact that we are different. Let's begin to understand what makes us different, because that's what makes us the same. I'm going to give you guys a heart tap here in Sagittarius season and remind you to simply keep going.